All right, guys, I just wanted to drop a quick update this morning because I've made a couple of adjustments to the delayed credits feature. As you guys know, I am using it as well. And as I've continued to use it throughout the week, some adjustments were worth me taking the time to do. So this video is going to demonstrate what those adjustments are. Okay, so the first thing is that I have um, updated the delayed credits area. So I do have numerous wallets, and those of you that really understand the wallets understand the benefits of using a multi-wallet strategy. So as I'm looking at my wallets and I'm seeing Bitcoin sitting idle in these wallets, I'm using that Bitcoin in delayed credits. So I noticed as I'm going through my wallets, when I come to delayed credits, I check my max amount and I have to enter that in manually. And a lot of the times, because I don't log into these wallets often, I don't like having to come out here and put in my own numbers because that takes time. I would prefer to just put in my max number. So I've created an update to where if you just click on this, it'll automatically populate that value for you of the max amount that you can purchase in delayed credits. Okay. So that's for the you guys that are using multi-wallet strategies. And the second thing that I've done, guys, is double the amount of delayed credits that you can purchase based on your purchases in the marketplace. So as I am, like I say, I'm an active user in this, and here are my purchases from this wallet. So I've made this amount of purchases in delayed credits thus far. Now, I've pretty much gotten close to maxing out the amount of delayed credits that I can purchase because I would need to go out and purchase more credits in the marketplace. But as I started approaching that level, it's like, man, oh snap, I'm running out of purchasing power of delayed credits. But still, guys, I've been in this protocol for quite a while and I'm sitting on $2,500 worth of credits that have to be converted anyway. And I should not have to continue purchasing credits to benefit in this delayed credits purchase, right? So essentially what I've done is double the amount of purchases that are made for in the marketplace. So if just to run some quick numbers, guys, if we let's say here, anytime you take this number here, Bitcoin paid in credits, that would be 0.014014008 minus how much you've already made or paid in delayed credits minus 0.012303355. I would only be restricted to purchasing another 0.00171,053 credits. Well, I want to purchase more delayed credits than that, guys, and I should be able to, and you guys that have been participating in the platform should be able to as well. So what I've done is made an update to double this number here. And by doubling this number, you are able to purchase more delayed credits. Okay, so if we come out here, you'll notice that this number is no longer that number right there, but it will actually be double. And it's only restricted to this number here because that's how much I have available in Bitcoin in this wallet. Okay, so just FYI, guys, right now I've doubled that and I've made the updates in the documentation. So if you guys click there and come to this forum post, you'll notice here the amount of delayed credits that you can purchase is limited to 2 times the amount of Bitcoin that you have paid to purchase credits in the marketplace. So if you purchase 0.0001 Bitcoin in the marketplace, you can purchase up to 0.0002 Bitcoin in delayed credits. Now, with that said, guys, I may adjust this to 3 times, 4 times, or up to 5 times. I won't go beyond 5 times because that might really deter people from participating in the marketplace, and it will put an additional, how shall I say it, too much coming into the delayed credits purchases at any given time, and I do not want that. So like I say, I want this to be a slow and steady progression. So we're kind of going to be adjusting this, and I don't want to have to drop a video every time this is adjusted. So if you got any questions about how many times you can purchase, the first thing you can do is just come out here to delayed credits. If you have the ability to purchase credits, it's going to show you there. And if you have a question about it, just click on that link, come down here, and it'll show you the number of times the amount of Bitcoin you have to make in marketplace purchases in order to participate in delayed credits. And if you guys continue to read through this post, you'll see an explanation on why we're doing this and the benefits that delayed credits is adding to the system. Okay, so those are the updates and adjustments. The next thing I want to discuss is the status, the current status of where we are right now. So here again is the back end where I'm managing the assets that we are receiving in delayed credits. And just 7 days in, we are now up 7.15%. I'm going to refresh this just to get the latest numbers. Okay, so we're up 7.16% at this moment. And what does this mean, guys? No Ponzi-nomics, right? Our system is making money through trading. So here again, guys, is the amount of capital that has been purchased in delayed credits. Okay, this right here is the obligation that will be paid out in credits, and this right here is the obligation if paid out in Bitcoin. Now, at this stage here, we now have managed assets of 6152, which is above the obligations of 6,043. And that, like I say, above this purchase amount, we are at 7.16%. So once we're over 5%, we have essentially covered the cost of the obligations. Okay, so we are just 7 days in and we are already in profits. So those things will certainly be paid out when this expires, when the redemption date comes to fruition. Okay, and in addition to that, I'll kind of show you guys the status on what's been going on over the past few days. So we launched it about 7, 8 days ago or something like that. So I still have 21 days before that first purchase I made in the system pays out. Okay, and after that, it kind of just gives me a display on how many days are left before this particular amount is paid out in Bitcoin. And this right here, of course, is the cumulative amount if you sum up all of these numbers together for a total of $6,043. Again, we have more than that at this point, and we're only 7 days in. So guys, this is an excellent way to earn more Bitcoin and support the system at the same time. Quick click of a button or a few buttons and you are pretty much set to go. And with that said, since I've doubled the amount that I can purchase, I am going to make some additional purchases. Now I do want to keep about $100 worth of Bitcoin in this wallet because I do use it to pay other people. Like when I go to the barber or something like that, I pay my barber or whatever the case is. So I do like to keep some Bitcoin in this wallet. But the rest of the Bitcoin, I know I'm not going to be using this too often over the course of the next month. So I'm going to make a purchase. And what I'm going to do here is just click on that. And I'm going to take that. Okay. I'll do 0.002 Bitcoin. Okay. And also, guys, just to show you the stats, how the system keeps track of the stats. This is how much is in the vault. This is how much is on the exchange. Once I make this purchase, that money is going into the delayed credits vault. and nothing is going to go on the exchange. And then, of course, the managed assets is going to increase as well. So let me go ahead and confirm this purchase for 0.002 Bitcoin in delayed credits. So I'm essentially paying that, and I will get that back in 30 days. So once I click on confirm now, I'll see that transaction here included in my delayed credits, which I just purchased there. And if I refresh this, I'll see that this number increased, and there's an additional slot here for what's to be paid out in 30 days. Okay, so with that said, let me just confirm to you guys and show you that these numbers are legit, and I'll do that to show you what is currently on the exchange. So right now on the exchange, there's $9,069. I'm gonna just do a refresh and see what the latest value is here. Okay, and this is what's being managed here. This is what's keeping the stats. Okay, so it's letting me know how much money is on the exchange that belongs to the delayed credits. So if you notice here, it's showing 91.58. But remember, guys, in addition to my top level trading that's kicking out profits, I've also kicked in a second layer of about $3,750 to support any losses, potential losses that could come through. And then the third layer is the wallet itself, to where it will issue you credits so that there are never ever any losses on your part. Okay, so just to show you guys, this is 9158.89 minus what is the system is showing to be assets on the exchange belonging to the delayed credits initiative. So I'm going to subtract that 5397.69, and there you go, that 3750 is just sitting out there just waiting. And I'm using that for trading, guys, right? So this is just a benefit all the way around. So you guys that are piquing your interest in this, I'm telling you, this is going to be the best play that you can make in the wallet thus far. Combine this with the purchase in the marketplace, and you will be sitting pretty over the course of time. Again, no Ponzi-nomics, and we are just flat out making Bitcoin. Now, I haven't gotten to coding the part where we'll start charging for the wallets, but that will come up. But I did want to spend the week just monitoring the system, trying to find the best strategy for all of us. And I think at this point we are right on par, right on course to make this thing 100% perfect for everyone. All right, guys, I just wanted to drop this video to keep you updated on the latest, and we will holla on the next one. Peace out.